Hi guys, welcome back to our channel RayofHope, and this is going to be our another series. So, in our last video, did we talk about EC2 instances and relational database, and how to create it and how we're gonna connect it, right? So, in this video, we already know that what we need to achieve. We need to create instances, and then we would create a database, and then we will connect it, right? So now we have to create a EC2 instances. What is EC2 and how it's work, you can watch the previous video, right? Now, okay, we have the credit remaining $118 right now, so let's launch the instances. So as I launch the start, if I have a name, again I can add any name over here. Okay, so I'm gonna name it as uh, app app server, app server, or anything, whatever name you want. We gonna prefer Amazon Linux. However, you can choose any OS you would prefer to have. You can host it on Windows, Red Hat, Mac OS, Ubuntu, and Debian, or anyone. I'm gonna use the free tier eligible only. So there are multiple that I can choose, but I would go with the 6.1 AMI1 kernel only. Now, in dances type, I'm gonna keep it T3 only. Earlier, it we used to have the option to select T2. Uh, okay, so it was basically when you are using the paid version, like you have to pay. So I'm not gonna use it. So I'm gonna go by the free version only. That is instance type would be T3 micro only, and their probability. Okay, so at this point of time, we do not have any key pair. Again, key pair is a kind of access key and a private key and public key for you. That key you would need to install it. I mean, it would automatically download the key on your local host, right? That you would need to keep. Make sure that you always keep it with you, because there is no way that you can recover it if you lost and delete it. Again, either you would need to disable the instances and create a new pair key. Got it? So now let's create a pair over here. Now what I'm gonna name it as uh, key pair, KP, KP, right? So it's like it's KP only, key pair. And I'll be going with the RSA encrypted type, private and public. The private key will be downloaded automatically over here. And obviously, as I'm gonna choose the open SSH for the like a purpose, and then you can go for anyone. When prompted, store private key secure accessible location on your computer. You will need it later to connect to it instances, right? So as for the, I'm gonna click over here, create key pair. It will download a, you can see a PIM file. A PIM file has been downloaded. Over here, earlier I have did like a my KP, now I have KP. So why I initiated again, I have been talking that in whatever task you perform, you need to make sure that the bucket you are creating, instances you are creating, make sure it is in the same region. Because if you do not create in the same region, it will be difficult for you to connect the things actually, right? So you have to make sure that in what region you are, right? Okay, so we have network setting. Let's go ahead and see. Okay, so we have default BPC. I'm gonna choose it. Subnet. Again, I can create a subnet as well over here if I want actually. So this is another subnet, that is I would need to define and all those things, which is probably I'm not gonna name it right now. You can create it if you want, uh, and based on your configurations, right? We would be covering that. Now I'm gonna use the default one, which it has, like which one is subnet. Okay. Auto assign public IP. Yes, I want to assign public IP automatically. Create a security group, launch wizard 1. I'm gonna keep it as a default, and then done. We not need to do any configuration in advance, and then just keep it as it is. However, if you want to create a new IAM profile, you can do that. That's another level of just, but to launch the EC2, a basic EC2 that you can connect it to your additional database, it is not required. However, let's see that are there anything that we can add, right? So now type anywhere, which is good. Now let's launch it. So it will take a couple of seconds. It is done now. So now we have our instances ready. Here we will see. Now we can see our instance called app server is ready. Instances is running. Instances type is T3. Status is initializing. So once the initialization is finished, right, then we can probably use it or host it. Okay. Now I would like let's wait for a few seconds. So when it's done, okay, then we can connect to the additional database. And for that, in next video, we're gonna work on how to create relational database. And in third video, we will connect the EC2 instances with the RDS system, right? Thank you for watching.